Yo, yo, yo. What's good? It's your boy, Player X.
With the Galone Wolf.
And we together, dun 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 dun,
form the semi-limited podcast.
We just wanted to give a thanks to all of the listeners, supporters, fans, everyone who's been vibing out with us, listening to a bunch of crazy men just ramble about random things that they got going on in their Yu-Gi-Oh! Related lives. So much appreciated to all you guys. We're just going to run through the sponsors really quick. So quick shout out to Unplugged Gaming in Manlius, New York. Be sure to check out their Discord server in the description box below. We'll also be hosting a 3v3 tournament at Unplugged Gaming on Saturday, May 20th. Unfortunately, Galone Wolf will not be there, but I, Player X, will be there. I'll be there, making sure that the event runs smoothly, taking pictures with everyone. We're going to try to get the live stream going. I'm working on a couple tech things just so we can get this as entertaining as possible, but make sure you stop by anyway. It's going to be in Manlius, New York. It's $60 per team, $20 a person. 3 people on your team, so that's $60, and that entry fee will include your tournament entry as well as 3 OTS packs per person, so 9 packs per team, with the first place winner getting a case of the next upcoming core set, Cyberstorm Access. Wah, 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 wah.
Beautiful thing. Just come out, show how skilled you are. Win that.
That's right. And there's also going to be a second case for second, third, and fourth place. So,
if you fucking
everyone who's waiting for it. Yeah, for all the ones who, if you ain't first, you're last.
But please follow that Twitter. I'm sick of asking. I want to move on to another giveaway.
Stop with the
for
please.
You guys.
Fucking follow it. Stop with the please. How many fucking times? We got a bunch of people on there. We're only like, 20 followers away. We're grinding out there.
Hey, the sooner you guys follow it, the sooner we can move on to Instagram and the more prizes we give out. So really,
YouTube,
who's to blame
TikTok, all of them. We're gonna start reaching out. We're taking over.
Anyway, we got a couple big guests here tonight.
They are both Market Watch connoisseurs, and also create and keep track of the Market Watch for Yu-Gi-Oh cards for TCG. So, without any further ado, do you gentlemen want to introduce yourselves?
All right, it's your boy Thomas from Team Sakuraso, also known as Saki here. It was actually hard to hold my laughter when these guys were doing their intro, man. I'll never get tired of it. But
it's just rambling, man.
Yeah, I'll explain what I do real quick. So I do market watches. I have my series called 5 Cards Out of Your Trade Binder, aka 5 buyouts are going to happen about tomorrow. Basically, where I tell people 5 cards in depth on why to buy them, how many to buy, multiple reasons, what quantity, what version, etc., as well as my market watches. And you usually start some buyouts. So you're going to want to come to my channel so that you can get ahead of that buyout.
Link will be in the description box below.
Mm-hmm. And when other people don't know why it got bought out, you'll know. I also do news videos, deck profiles, and openings. The goal's 4,000 subs by the end of May. We're almost at 3,800. I think we're like 20 away or something. So that's what we're aiming for. And then, I upload 3-4 times a week. My link to my YouTube should be in the description below.
It will.
And that's about it.
There you go. And also our second guest tonight. You want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, ladies, don't lose yourself over this iconic voice. Back on the channel for the second time.
We back, baby. Let's get it. You already know your boy Jay from Fresh Off the Press, man. I also have my YouTube channel. I had the pleasure to be with the boys, a while back, a couple of weeks ago. It was great, man. I thank you guys for the opportunity once again. And I consider myself to be the master penny stonker. Mostly focus on penny stonks over at my channel at YGO Fresh Off the Press. I focus on mainly showing those penny stocks to get everyone a shot to invest into Yu-Gi-Oh cards, make it accessible to all. I noticed that a lot of Yu-Gi tubers, to each their own, but they really focus on expensive cards, Starlight, CRs, OTs, and they're nice, man. I won't lie. They look pretty nice, but I focus over on my channel mainly and mostly on those penny stocks, to get that 2x, that 3x, that 5x. That's what we're always hunting over there.
XXX. Hey, yo.
Hey, just like you, Player X. You already know, man. You already know.
That's right. Player triple X.
Yeah, my link is going to be in the description as well. So if you want to check the channel out, make sure you click on there and we'll welcome you guys in.
That's right. Also, description box below. I will link that in as well.
we plugged the sites for you guys already. Did you guys have any other sponsors, links, or any other shout outs you just want to do before we got right into this episode?
All right. I got you. Shout out to my wife Amanda. Then my girlfriend Alex. They don't know about each other, but that's okay.
Yo, that's funny.
Maybe
that's my kind of humor. That's my kind of humor.
Oh man.
Shout out to my wife, both my girlfriends, my mistress, the housemaid.
Oh man.
And how about you, Fresh?
Me, hey, I mean, I'm trying to get that 1K subs. You know, I thank Saki last night. Great live stream. You know, we cracked 700 thanks to him and a couple of new people swinging by. So, yeah, that's what we're trying to do right now. So, hey, click that link. Make sure you sub. Penny stonks all over the place. Your boy got you.
There you go. That's for you later.
I like that.
Bro, these sound effects
keep
are
that.
fucking amazing.
Yo, for real.
We don't have a soundboard yet, and I'll
Don't,
probably edit
you
this
don't
out
need
anyway.
it would be a downgrade.
So we're going to start off with some basic get to know you questions. We're talking favorite rarity, favorite card, most expensive card in your collection, etc. Let's get into that.
Okay. All right. I guess I'll go first.
Tell us about yourself.
My favorite rarity by far is Ultimate Rare. It used to be tied between Ghosts and Ultis, but that was back when we got a Ghost every core set, and half the time they kind of sucked. You know, to keep it a buck with you, I'm talking like, you know, Zexal era had some great Ghost rares, like the Signer Dragons. Zexal was very 50-50. You know, you look at like the Boojin Ghost rare, and you think to yourself, wow, they should just not given us a Ghost rare at all at that point. But definitely ultis. I just love the feel for them. I love seeing how they've evolved over time, because I can tell an ulti from GX, 5Ds, Zexal. I think that while I love the old school feel of 5D ultis a lot, I think Zexal's actually where they kind of perfected the ulti formula. And now we have OTS, where we have, you know, the worst card quality imaginable. Well, I'm not going to say that. Konami breaks new band.
I will say that. Yeah. I second that opinion.
Yeah, dude, we're going to get OTS 30. It's like, wow, I only got half the ulti. You know?
That's happening. There are no ultis being printed right now.
Oh yeah, we're getting common Alubers from OTS 20. That bro, if that was me, bro, I'm so done, bro.
How crazy is that? I mean, can that literally be a factory error, or is quality control? They're like, fuck it, throw it in there. Someone will get lucky. And
so
you know,
it has the foiling on the name, but that's it, right? It's very, very weird, right? Mm-hmm. And they're worth a lot more, funny enough. I've seen the raise go for up to 3 to 500. Regular one at the time of this recording is 35. Back when they were selling for 400 or 500, they were about 60, 70. That it was for that and a Luber. I haven't seen a Ghost Reaper with that error yet, but it may or may not exist.
It is crazy seeing these cards just get through the factory like that.
It's crazy. Someone out there is getting fired. I don't know if most people know the difference between, because like some people aren't in the misprint market. I am a very, very big advocate for misprints, misprint connoisseur, if you will. But there are what's called common misprints and uncommon misprints. And common misprints, for everyone who doesn't know, are just misprints that no matter what the card is, the misprint is always the same. For example, Magician's Navigation, the A was gone, and it was just the diamond that was inside the A that was apparent on cards, but every single copy of the card had that misprint on it, so that's what's called a common misprint. What Sakurasu is talking about is what's an uncommon misprint, whereas there is no other misprint like it to that degree, you know what I'm saying? So like when, especially with Maximum Gold, as he's saying, like that was basically just misprint gold, and people were, like, as he said, selling cards for thousands of dollars because it's their uncommon misprints. You cannot duplicate these. They're not the same two cards. Like if you have one of these, you literally have a one of one card. So I agree. I understand why they sell for that much, but damn, that's crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
Actually, okay, hot take. Do you like the alternate art more, or do you like the regular one more? Like not price
for Cyber Dragons?
Mm-hmm, yeah. If price was
just off the artwork and not the rarity, it would be the alternative art. I just like the dark version, but something about that OG that just smacks. when you special summon that shit. I honestly think that the special summon of the OG print can't be negated. I think I read that somewhere.
Yeah, in your dreams, motherfucker.
You wish.
What about you, Jay? How about we start hearing some of that serenading voice?
Sounds good, my guy. Sounds good. All right. Favorite rarity, as we discussed, in the previous episode, is Ultimate Rares as well, just like Saki. But a close second for me is Prismatic Secrets. I
That's
just
some
love.
ulti boys. What's with that?
Hey, I mean, it just looks clean, fresh off the press. You already know. Hey,
That's true.
Mhm.
hey. I mean, what's clean, it's clean. You know what I mean? You don't
There's
got
something wrong with you if you don't like them.
Right, there we go. But yeah, that's why I always mention the close second, because for most of us it's ultis. So Prismatic Secrets, they just look so nice, man. I really enjoy those. And then we have a favorite card, like I said in the previous episode, and Galone also said that we need to unban this card, his masterpiece. You guys already know.
Oh my god! And
Yeah,
that's
Galone,
the
let 'em
episode,
know.
guys. We're gonna take it off right there. I'm Player X. This has been semi-limited, and we are done because we cannot condone that kind of talk on this podcast.
Galone, let him know, man. Let him know. Hey,
It
masterpiece.
can come back.
His word is
Free him.
irrelevant here.
Oh,
His
man.
word is irrelevant.
I
His
tried.
word
I
is
tried,
not
bro.
law here.
I tried. But yeah, I divided in three. There's like more modern format with Masterpiece, Edison is JD, and then GOAT is BLS, GBLS. So
Well, I agree with that one.
yeah. I mean, I like to divide it in those three, like different formats because they're the main formats per se. Same with favorite deck. For modern is True Draco, for Edison is Light Sworns, and for GOAT is Chaos Turbo. So I just try and keep it simple. I love those three decks.
All right. What about favorite extra deck monster? Let's try to keep it fresh for you.
Extra deck monster?
I'm putting you on your feet
favorite?
right now, fresh.
Man, you are, bro. Damn, let me think.
You
Favorite
heard the
extra deck
man.
monster.
He played True Dracos. He doesn't play.
Yeah,
extra,
exactly,
bro.
man. I'm like thinking. I didn't. I just flipped Monarchs
That's
and
why
Rebels.
it's a trick question.
exactly.
You know
He
what I
doesn't
That's
mean?
why it's a trick question.
Yeah, it is a good one.
And you're trying to make the true
Karibo, you
Draco-
imagine?
I know you had to send something from that extra deck to the graveyard.
You
Like
imagine? this-
Karibo.
Nah, man, you got me on that one right now, man. That's too fresh for me right now. You
Boom,
got
boom,
me. You
boom,
got
boom.
me. Most expensive card is 10,000 Dragon. I had like two of those, but I'm
Hey,
like, man,
yo.
Hey, you gonna
Yeah.
send me one?
Nah, I'm like, bro, but I just sold them recently. 'Cause I can't have this money just stuck in there, and I'm a penny stonker, so I just distributed all those, reaping those rewards back into the penny stonks. So yeah, right now is the 2019 Red Eyes Black Dragon World Championship secret, like has that weird rarity, parallel rare, I guess. Yeah, that's the most expensive one right now, about $400 or $500.
So Xavier and I were actually talking about this a little bit ago. It might have even been on the last episode, but we were talking about that 25th anniversary unlimited packs that we got, with the newer secret rares on them. We were talking about one of my favorite monster, Blue Eyes Toon Dragon, and how the prices are kind of actually near each other for the unlimited runs. Did you guys as stock guys, did you have anything to say about how you feel about that price and if it's affecting those cards? Like, actually, we were talking about that on the last episode you were here. We were talking about how this set would affect the prices of, sets like LOB and stuff like that.
So for the 25th anniversary, I can easily say that collectors, they are digging the Quarter Century Secret Rares. All right. It was definitely a big hit. I didn't know how I was going to feel about it. I saw it in person and I absolutely loved it. This set's been out for 5-6 days, right? And the prices aren't really cooling down. Like if you get one of these, let's say at your local game store tomorrow, you pull the Blue Eyes, that's almost all your money back. Like right there with just the
There you
Blue
go.
Eyes, right?
We were just talking about that too.
Slifer and DMG are close to half, right? And that's before you even open it, right? Here's what I have to say before we compare unlimited prices. First things first, you want to get something from this set. I'm telling y'all, just get it and keep it sealed. Like I can see these sealed going up to 100. And it's not going to take like many years for that to do so. Like I think they printed quite a bit of this because it's a 25th anniversary, but if they're this loved, people are going to stock up in mass from the singles, the sealed boxes. I think that with unlimited print, old collectors can kind of tell where exactly the unlimited is from, right? Is it Bandai? Is it from Europe, right? And I forgot for certain, I think it's Metal Raider cards. Don't quote me on this. There's certain ones where if they were printed in a certain region, the numeral is different, right? So there's a lot to do. There's actually you can make a whole video about Unlimited specifically for the OG sets, right? I personally think that if you want to invest in, say, let's say the Dark Crisis, right? Unlimited, you want to get some cards from there. If you think it's a good card and you were going to invest into it before this, sure, you can go ahead and all that. But I don't think it's that crazy. It's just nice that you can have these on the market again, and you don't have to spend, say, like $10 at Walmart or something, right?
Now, the way I look at it, you can always trust a player to be a player. And but what I mean by that is you can always trust a competitive player to be a competitive player at his mindset, his core. So he's going to look at this set and be like, oh, shit, first 10 sets, ain't nothing competitive in there. I don't need that. You can always trust a casual player to be a casual player. You got people like Galone Wolf who are just diehard on, tunes, as for example. So obviously they go back and try to get a crack. Yeah, he'd be trying to go back and trying to get to those like Toon Blue Eye secrets, so that would like allude to him. He might go chasing for something like that. And you can always trust a collector to be a collector. And my regard for there is like, it doesn't matter if it's the old school printing, the new school printing, if it's a collection, if it's a collector's card, they're gonna go for it, regardless of what it is, how long it's been out, how many times they reprint it. That shit could have foiling on the back, and them niggas would still buy it. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Don't collect. I always trust players to be themselves. So I think that even with me probably being more of a competitive player, I wouldn't buy it. I can trust that people like Pagan or players like that who just like enjoy collecting cards and wanting to have every single copy of every single Blue Eyes or every single copy of every single Dark Magician or some shit like that will go back and try to get those. So
yeah, bro. I mean, those people. I mean, on one hand, you gotta respect them, bro, because it's like, oh well, they're helping buy sets and all that. But at the same time, they're probably the same people who have a set of all their wife's OnlyFans pictures. And it's just
wild.
Like, okay, I guess if you want to collect everything, I mean, you could go for it. Right?
He's like, I got the whole set.
You can't get those Daphne ones.
Yeah, and he's like really excited to fucking show it to other people, and they're just looking at him.
It's his fucking field center.
Yeah.
What about you, Jay? What do you think about the new 25th anniversary being introduced?
Yeah, I love the product. I mean, I'm not a hardcore collector myself, but when I see products like these where they have like a specific stamp on it, like 20th anniversary, 25th, it gets me interested. I'm more like a casual. Yeah, I'm like a casual collector, but when I see things like very specific like that, I really, it makes me want to get the product. But like Saki said, I would focus more on sealed per se, because like he said correctly, and I agree with him. These are triple digis soon, man. Soon we're gonna be paying Benjamins for these 3x soon, so I would focus on that. But regarding the quality of the cards, I haven't seen them in person yet, but the pictures, it looks like these cards are really like bright, sort of like Speed Duel, sort of kind of. I haven't seen them in person yet, but just the pictures, they look really nice. So it has that going for them. But other than that, like you guys correctly stated, the collectors are gonna gobble this up because they want to add it to their previous collections and things of that nature. But other than that, yeah, the Quarter Century Secret Rares, they look beautiful as well. And the demand is coming in. I saw them like under 10s for most of them, and then they just spiked up now, like Saki said, some above 20 and middle, 15s, things of that nature. So the demand is there. I mean, I really like the set. I plan on getting a couple to leave, for the long term, and then focusing on those Quarter Century Secret Rares as well. So yeah, they look very, very, very nice.
Dude, I'm just gonna say it. I got Obelisk out of my box that I got, and I almost squealed like a little girl.
He flexed it. Yes, last episode. Not even gonna lie. He is a little girl at heart. So.
Obelisk is my favorite. So
yeah, same here. I saw the blue. I was like, "Fuck yeah, that's right."
Ew.
I don't even care
gang. Slifer gang.
Mine is raw, so I like the price that it's around 12s, 13s. At least last time I checked, no one's thinking about raw, and I just love it. I need to get those.
All I'm saying is Slifer can destroy monsters when they're brought to the field, and raw has a big testicle that just gets dropped onto your opponent's field. So we all know the superior god.
It rises from the fire.
Obelisk caps at 4K. That motherfucker got a cap. Slifer
Hey.
though, he ain't got no cap. There's an X on that attack point for a reason.
Raw
Pun
Sphere Mode's
intended.
like one of the only cards I'm happy with just having 2 of. Like usually it's a 1 or 3. I'm okay with having just 2. It just makes sense.
Nah, it does. Going back to Jay real quick, what are you most excited for? Because you said you wanted to collect all of the 25th anniversary rares. So are you aware that we're getting, I think like 13 or 16 new ones in the Megatons as well? Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I heard about that, but not literally like every single one. I'm talking about like this specific product. Like at the very least, I want one of each. You know, if I could eventually get play sets, you know, I'd consider that a win. But
So,
yeah,
So you would be more of like an old school like collector in that aspect of like, yeah, I'm only getting because it's Dark Magician, Blue Eyes, Obelisk, you know, Slifer Raw. Like,
yeah,
because there are a bunch of ones that are coming out for the other animes in the Megatons. Like, I don't like this stupid ass rarity. Personally, I think the shine is right, but I don't like when there's an indent on the card. Like, that's why I don't like speed duel cards. It's why, you know, I don't
That
like.
indent is sexy.
No, you're fucking. I don't like that. It's like, I don't know.
I can
I
respect
think that it makes it look like a different tier of card. Like,
Yeah, you'd be the dude.
That's not
No.
my Yu-Gi-Oh card.
You'd be that dude
that's
that's
not
like,
my president.
you'd be that dude complaining to the judge. Hey, I could feel this through the sleeve. He's marking.
Yeah, dead ass.
That's you,
Yeah,
you
he's fucking.
scumbag.
That's marked ass fucking cards. This stacking ass motherfucker got speed duel secrets. You know, now I'm
like-
getting sacked. But like, I hate that rarity as far as like because of those indents. But I still am gonna get those Cyber Dragon ones, like because I'm an avid Cyber Dragon enthusiast. So like, those are the only ones I see myself getting. But people who enjoy that rarity, I was curious if like these are the ones that you were excited for, or are you more excited for the ones that are coming out that have yet to be released?
well, I mean, these are the God cards. You know what I mean? And then Blue Eyes, Dark Magician.
But they're overrated.
You're right. Hey, what I'm trying to say.
Oh my god.
Hey, at the end of the
They're
day,
not over.
look. What matters is that they're iconic. You know what I
They
mean?
are
That's
iconic.
the
I'll
word.
give you
That's
that.
the
the
word.
people going.
You know what I mean?
right?
So you can't. You can't beat iconic. You know what I mean? So we got to get these. We got to snipe these off the market, at least one of them. And if we can get play sets, then we'll live with the results.
I'll be straight
I-
up honest with you here. The thing that irritates me is when these got announced, I was like, all right, knowing Konami, they're going to give us the fucking tablet art. It's a 50-50, right? Whenever we get a Blue Eye specifically, there's a pretty good chance that they're going to give us the damn tablet. I was like, all right, people hate LOB and tablet. I just hate tablet. I'm cool with LOB personally. But just don't give me the stupid fucking tablet in the background. And what do? They give me the stupid fucking tablet in the background.
Always. It's always generically default to tablet. It's like, what the fuck?
I hope I pull the Blue Eye so I could sell that bitch and just get 2 of something else I want. Like I don't want them. Like,
you know what's funny? I think your funniest Blue Eyes statement, I think it's actually what got me into following you. Unironically, I've watched you through a Yugi tuber who I don't watch right now just because he's a little too cringy for me and I don't want to, create any beef, so I'm not going to say the name, but
we're a real ass podcast.
Just say it. That's
No, well, all right. Well,
Say
he
that.
was.
It's me.
What was it? It was.
Just say it. It's
Karis.
Jay.
It was Karis, wasn't it?
Nah, what was his name? Because I don't watch him. I only remember his MSK, Master Swag King. Yeah, Master Swag King.
Wow.
So like he was, and I know he's a good buddy of yours, and I'm not trying to trash him. It's
No,
just
you're
that
not. Go ahead.
he's very, very cringe sometimes when he speaks, and it's like, you didn't really need to say that.
Dude, I was
So-
kidding. I can't believe you
understand.
brought that up.
No, I'm shit. I'll say it with my chest. You're right. We say it with our chest in this motherfucker. Either way, I just remember you were talking on his Market Watch.
Yeah, it had to be
And,
like a year ago plus.
It was definitely it was bro. I'm that much of a follower, kid. So you guys were talking, and he was bringing up a Blue Eyes, and your only statement that you said was, and I quote, "It's the year 3023. Blue Eyes has just been reprinted for the 900,000th time, and it is still a $17 card." And I was like, "Yep, that was fucking hilarious." And ever since then, I went to go find your channel and I followed you. So it's funny that you're now going full circle with it.
I have a question for you guys. How many reprints is too many reprints? Why that specific?
Hold on. Let me preface that question. Are we talking about how many reprints of the same rarity is too many reprints, or how many reprints of different rarities is too many reprints?
Okay. I had the question. So what I meant to say, just reprint overall. Let's say you have LOB first at Blue Eyes. How many reprints is too many reprints to have that card just have that value, that itch that you want to get it, that you want to collect it, to the point where it doesn't become like, oh, we got another Blue Eye. Oh, you know what I mean?
Prime example for me, the first time Ash Blossom was a common. That was the too much for me.
Yo, that was Galoni's falling grace right there.
Oh, that went to
common in a
$10.
structure deck. When that slut was in a fucking structure deck that any heathen could buy off the stores for $10, Dylan was done with that whore. It was over.
It belongs to the streets now.
She belongs to the streets.
Bro, I remember when that bitch was 15 per copy of a common, right? And you couldn't find the structure decks anymore. I was like, wow, they put this bitch in a structure deck and it still wasn't enough.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
had to do it twice. Not even twice, 3 times. They did do it 3 times to calm that bitch down.
I think it's her 4th coming up now, or it was her 4th in the
Mega
in the trap deck there. I think that was like its 4th.
That was his 3rd.
Was it its 3rd?
And his structure as well. They were all structure deck comments.
I'll answer the question on how many reprints is too many, right? Now, we are assuming reprints of a card that originally we're not including reruns, like another run of First Dead or Unlimited, right?
Yeah, correct.
We're
not running that.
I'm going to count an actual reprint, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Iconic. That's my bad. I meant to say like iconic. So like Blue Eyes, the God cards, the Dark Magician Girl,
The
and
year
things
is
of that nature.
3023. Blue Eyes has been reprinted for the 100th fucking time. 9,000 fucking time. Maybe even 10,000. It's over 9,000 for sure. And that bitch is still $17 fucking dollars.
Full fucking circle.
It's crazy. That new art of that Blue Eyes was up there too at like $17, bro.
Bing bong. Fuck your life. All right, if they're doing it in different rarities, then maybe I would say you need 3. You need an accessible printing that's either a rare or a common. You need a decent competitive, like a hollow for some people who just like shiny, like a super and ultra. And then you got to appease the rarity sluts. The whores like me and Galoni, who just got a max rarity. So like maybe one higher rarity, maybe like an ulti or a ghost or starlight.
Say that again.
Maybe something like that. But after 3, maybe when you start tiptoeing 4, you're on that line. After 4, you're for the streets. You're for the printing press. That's it.
They didn't need to do that to Ash. That's all I'm saying.
She belongs to the press. What was a reprint that really made you mad? Like,
can I actually start with this? I got one burning through my pocket. A Luber. That fucking pissed me right off.
Were you a secret buyer? Let that be known. Did you buy into the secrets?
Of course, motherfucker. And those shits are still in my binder. You know why?
L in the chat.
No, bro. I didn't sell them. I didn't know shit.
How much did you get them for? That's the question before we all laugh.
$70.
Yeah, it was 70 per.
Bum 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 bum.
Hey, bro, at least you weren't the people who bought them at 140, 160. Bro, dude, I heard stories of people like crying, including Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, it was up there.
Yeah, I don't want to admit it, but since I'm already the fool of this one, I bought into the crossout hype.
The designator, yeah.
Yeah, bro. Oh my god.
Prismatic Secret, very next year.
Yeah, bro. I was just helping out I was helping Cliff out his business. I was like, you know what? I'll buy a set.
Yeah.
He's like, sure, fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll use them. Never used them.
Never used them.
Never even saw people top play. Nigga just
They're-
spent $300 for a pair of cards.
They're
and they're just
sitting
gonna
pretty
sit
in my
there.
binder, man.
All I'm hearing is a whole bunch of Galoni L's. L's in the chat, boys.
Those are the 2 biggest L's I think I've ever taken in Yu-Gi-Oh history. So, if that's all I have to show, let's hear it from the pros. Let's go to your.
Yeah, biggest reprint L.
All right. Okay, here I'll go for it. Now, I didn't lose on this, right? Because I didn't even have any version of the card. I just saw it and I couldn't believe my fucking eyes. Because it set a precedent for the future of the game, right? That Konami was willing to do this, okay? It's Water Enchantress for Adventure.
Yeah.
And I'm going to explain
That really did
why.
it. That put it over the top for you.
Yeah, and I'll explain why. So we have Grand Creators coming out, right? Now that set fucking hates me, right? Absolutely, right? But
Get
I was,
'em!
but I didn't get
That
much of
set
it.
did me
I was like,
justice.
whatever, right? The set came out, and I remember the date. It was like January 27th or January 29th. I had to know it for the video, right? And I remember saying, okay, well, they're not going to reprint this for a long time or a good while, right? And then, so OTS 19 we saw the whole list, right? About 3 months later, right? And
Naturally.
we had Water Enchantress there. Mind you, this bitch got a CR, right? And people were spending 150 or 200.
Yeah. Just had a CR.
Now
Yep.
imagine, right? You spending 150 to 200 for a CR, but times 3 because you're going to want to play set.
Each per copy.
And then your ass does not get 3.5 months. Like saying you bought day 1, right? You bought a week after, congrats, you got even less, all right? Pay more, get less type bullshit, right? So you spent $450 to $600, right? To get a fucking ulti drop.
Yeah.
3.5 months later. What that proved to me as a player, and as proved to Konami, because the only time they did something that early was 6 months, and it was actually with Utopia in OTS 17. But that's a signature card of what that's an ace that's a protagonist ace monster, right? That's a very, very small pool. So you can see that as an exception, right? Well, it's like, oh well, plus they at least gave that bitch 6 months, right? 6-7 months, mind you.
Yeah.
Water Enchantress, that hoe had 3.5 months. I was sitting here like,
What about you, Jay? What hurt you? What
Yeah.
touched you in a no-no spot before we start getting into the last couple seconds?
Yeah, for me it was first at Ashes, it's just such a meta relevant card, and we had those for a while before, they were like almost triple digits at one point, and
Yeah.
then
Dylan knows about him.
exactly, but it was everyone needed it. The demand was at all-time highs, and I had them first at obviously, and you just didn't know when it was gonna come. You always expected it. Obviously, most of these cards always get reprints, but when it came and it actually hit, and to see the value just dump down like that, it was hard. It was hard to see alive. You know what I mean? And it happened quick too. So yeah.
Well, I could add into that. I lied. I took the Ashes were a pretty good L. But you know what?
Now tell who got the W off that.
Hey, I traded for those. So realistically speaking, I'm still okay. I'm still okay budget wise because I don't want to say what kind of
You
trade
didn't
we did
invest
for those.
anything. Yeah, we did. Do
Yes,
some,
it was all bonus.
some
I mean,
contributing
they're
trades.
50s. It's not bad. They're like 50s right now. Like, we didn't take to the bottom of the ocean like the Titanic.
I think though they were lower like before because they had like a double pump through the
Dude,
years.
they were
like
30.
they weren't really like technically low. Yeah, like we can consider that low for Ash, And then they spiked up again to like 70s or whatever.
You know what,
crazy,
though?
90s, and now they're back down after the reprint. So yeah.
That rarity though is going to be like until the ulti comes out for it though. That's like the number one chick in town though. Like if you're a good player, you play those instead of like the
Right.
prismatics or
Right.
anything like that.
Yeah, that's the good thing
And-
about that. Yeah.
I don't know. Ash is a very strong card, but it hasn't been like killing it like it used to back, like 3, 4, 5 formats ago. Too. So
I
I,
mean,
think
you're
it's
not
just,
wrong, but could you imagine the glory you're gonna feel when someone activates their ulti brand of fusion? You ask that shit, and you can look that in the fucking eye.
Yeah.
Like why bother even having sex when you could go do that?
Exactly. And I'm not a scrub and have the prismatic playing it. So
You know what'd be really cool? Now that I'm thinking about it, and my high is kicking in. Imagine branded fusion and ulti Ash. at
Yeah,
the
that's what we
same
said.
set. That's kind of assholey, Konami. You're gonna give us
No
branded
joke.
fusion and then an ulti of the same counter to it. That's
No,
kind of
yeah,
that's
no.
assholey.
No joke. When I actually went over it, I literally said, "Bro, I think something really complimentary that they can give is Ulti Ash." I mean, dude, it would be
Yeah.
a great troll, and it would be an amazing OTS pack.
Yeah, fuck you, Dylan.
Yeah, because
He's like, nah, I'm with it, bro.
I want my ulti ashes. Yeah, bro. Like, yeah, I'm with it. Like, fuck these secrets at that point.
So I have another spicy question. Imagine Ghost Ash.
I was just thinking that in my head. Oh man, we're right on tunes. We collect.
Yo, oh
you
my
know,
god, here we go.
Ghost
You guys
Fucking
are over there
Masterpiece.
fangirling about
Yo.
Masterpiece. Yeah, for real. Jerking
Hey,
Masterpiece off in the
hey.
fucking back.
I mean, Ghost from the Past 3, give us that Ghost Ash. You know what I mean? Come on, Konami.
That'd be wild.
I thought they were gonna do it in 2.
Yo, come on, Konami.
But then they gave us the fucking testicle. I was like, oh shit. Ghost balls, I'm with that.
That'd be nice though. Ghost Ash. Yo.
Would you play Ultimate Rare or Ghost Rare? That's the real question.
I would run with OTs all day, but still, that doesn't mean that Ghost wouldn't look nice. It would.
I just want to say it's really funny how we got the fucking testicles as a ghost rare before we even got Obelisk or Slifer. Like that was actually insane.
They
I
don't
couldn't
need it.
predict that.
Oh, yeah, the
They don't
spear
need
mode,
it.
man.
That'll be fine.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
not-
wild.
But I must ask the question now. Saki, what do you think about Ghost Rare Ashes, man?
I'm gonna be completely honest. If it's between Ulti and Ash, I'll just run 3 and 3. Who the fuck's gonna deck check me at locals?
Fuck it, if you run 9 rarities, they can't shark you on all of them, right? You know what? Real talk, honestly, in our locals, I think you get away with it. We've had worse cheaters. I've had people start with 6 cards in hand. I've had people visibly draw another card, shuffle their hand around, and try to put one in the back of like a back on top, and say, "Oh, my bad, I drew an extra card." Like, you know, I've seen some wild shit, and I still stomp them, so I don't really like say anything. I don't really care. But like, yeah, there's some wild shit. I wouldn't even be shocked that was what it was.
That's a whole nother episode.
Yeah, right. But speaking of continuing on, we got the last couple segments here is a good one that we like to do with our Market Watch guests is called 3 and 3, where we give you the viewers 3 cards in 3 minutes, and each card is going to be about a minute long. They're going to say what card they think they should be selling because it's hit is peak potential value, and by what I mean by that is the peak value that we potentially think that a card can reach, because obviously the market is ever fluid. And then we're also going to talk about one card that you should buy into because it's at its estimated lowest, so to turn and make a quick buck over time. And then one card that you should hold on to and not let go of because it has yet to hit its peak potential value.
Bro,
so
I
you
think
need
he's
to hold
let go
on
of
to
the
it until it
ground.
hits that. I know, I'm lifted. It's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna geek when I get to it. So we're gonna start with our co-host here, Galoni. Then we're gonna swing around the table.
So I'll start it off with the sell. I believe it was OTS 22 that's like thrust into action with this upcoming set. So it really spooked me on this card. And that's the triple tactics thrust. So I sold mine. I know it's a great card to have. It's also the ultimate threat really scared me off of this card. Usually I get these cards and hold them for at least like a couple sets going forward, just in case they go up or down. But I think it's time to sell that card. I could be completely wrong on that. We'll get into that. One I said buy, and I'm kind of second guessing this one now, is Visa Starfrost, just because his, archetype is coming up that can use him pretty well. I know the Starlight's coming out for him, so usually the secrets are going to go down a little, so that's why I thought buy it now while it's down. And then I'll go into the hold, and you guys are in the thick of the storm right now. The price dips, I believe, is the Kashtira cards, so you might as well wait that ban list out, see if you get hit. And then, do what you will with them.
So my 3, real quick. First card to sell here is I would sell your Sprite cards that are not Ultimate Rare Sprite Blue. If you have originals at like 20s right now, go ahead, sell them. Ultis are 34 more. You might as well just get ultis. So because if the deck gets hit or it gets killed or whatever, it's all going down, but at least you have an Ultimate Rare. Card I would buy right now, and this is what I think someone here is going to like. I would say buying Toon Kingdom right now. Toon Kingdom is Ultimate Rare. Is like $30.
I said the same shit I said last
time. Oh my. What a great choice.
I mean, $32 here. You guys have to remember that there was a time where people were continuously spending $50 on a rare copy of this. All right. a rare Toon Kingdom, $50. All right.
He ain't
You
wrong.
think ultis can't sell for 70, 80? The reason people don't understand a lot on collectible cards, people look at Ulti Toon Kingdom and are like, well, that's not a meta relevant card. But you guys have to remember what always continuously sells no matter what is not meta relevant cards because they change like the wind. It's stuff like this. You put, say, $200-$300 in Ulti Toon Kingdom. Overall in life, your value absolutely not going to go down. I've seen them hit 30 before, but 32, same shit, different day. What would I hold on to right now is I would probably hold on to, I believe Perlino because it has things to do with Visa Starfrost, right? We're getting all that new support. There's a chance it could be used, and I don't see the card going any lower than what it is right now. So if you have them already, there's better cards to spend on, I'll be perfectly honest. But this card, it can only go up from here, so holding it, you're just not going to take a loss, I think, at this point. Unless they just randomly put this in some set that's like in a month from now. But again, I think they're done with Power of the Elements for now.
Yeah, that's what I like about Saki, that we have a similar mindset. Because in the first episode that I came with you guys, I clearly, I mentioned Ultimate Rare Toon Kingdoms. I have like 21 of those. I've had them forever.
You guys are just patting the stats. That's what it is.
No, I
That's why
mean,
you guys keep pressing this fucking card.
So, it's totally, I know I have to give my picks, but I just wanted to say that I agree with Saki on that one. And also on one of my previous market watches not too long ago, I mentioned Perlino, that I did not know that it mentioned like Visa Starfrost in it until like I read it on the market watch. And then I'm like,
Nobody reads.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, this is a sleeper. So, those are solid picks. But yeah, my own card to sell right now. Maybe, I'm like on the edge, on the fence, but with the Quarter Century secret rare reprint, it would be ultra rare Zeus. It depends on ratios and, if Konami reprints it again, other than the Quarter Century secrets as well. But honestly, if I would have ultra rare Zeus, I would be unloading them, and then I would just get, let's say I have one copy, I would just get a Quarter Century secret, to replace that. So that's what I would do. Card to buy, Drew and Lockbird, bro. On my channel, I've been talking this card to death per se. I bought them at Billy's, and now they're like 250, so that's up 2.5x. And I've just been, hampering down on that one just to buy Drows, because next format, when Sayak comes around and eventually Duelist Nexus, I believe it's a card that is going to be heavily used, as we can see in OCG decks and things like that. So I've just been on top of that one, and I got, the stack ready for that. And then card to hold, you guys already know, I'm the Ghost Reaper whale, with 55 OTs. It never gets old, I'm holding on to those.
FBI,
open up, man. Never gets old. I'm gonna give those to my daughter, in 5 to 10 years, so she can reap those rewards. But you know what I mean. That's what I would hold on to right now.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Oh man. But yeah, those are my picks.
If I'm going to give my picks too, because I definitely had to make sure I shot a quick 3 for you guys. I have Regulus, Therion King Regulus. That's my boy right there. Earth Machine Gods say what's up. But it's coming through. It's going to be a good card for Super Heavy Samurais. That's going to be a deck that's, so I don't want to say it, but arguably one of the rogue competitors for the format coming up, and it's one of the crucial negates. It's an Omni negate. It's recurring if you have more Reguluses, because they just get bigger by attaching themselves. It's just a good card that I would get rid of now, but especially before the Megaton hits, because they did say they are reprinting Dimension Force. So get rid of this shit before that Megaton gets announced and it starts tanking. Buying, I would say right now in this time period, for like the next couple weeks, you should be buying all the Excel synchros that you guys can literally find. I think that this shot is really broken next format. No one reads the effect where it's a quick synchro that the monster that's brought out is unaffected, so people can if they have Nibiru, let's say you're comboing and they have Nibiru, you can activate its effect, bring out Stardust, quick synchro into something, and then now you can make Barone, and that Barone is unaffected by the effects of Nibiru because it has the effect of Excel Synchron. So it's really, really cool. I feel as though, like, with this new synchro meta coming up or whatever wave, that this is the one you guys need to be buying into and like really trying to capitalize on. And speaking of which, if we're holding on to anything, you guys need to hold on to those Barone to floors. I don't understand why, but them shits have gone up since the reprint. Even with the reprint getting announced, it was crazy just because they were they were on release $100, and they went to like 140. Then they kind of came down about 80 when the reprint got announced. Then they went back up to 100 for some reason. Now they're back down at like what's $80 still for like the original OGs, and the Maze reprints are right behind there at like 50-40. So this is when you might want to hold on to, because I think that it's not done on this roller coaster ride. When it stabilizes out, it's really going to go up. And I think that if you have the OGs, they're probably going to hit around maybe back up to their original prices of like 100, 120. That's what you want to really unload them. And then if you have the mazes, wait for them to hit to about 80 to 100 to kind of chase after those people who are trying to get to them, just because you want to capitalize on that.
Yeah, so just listening to the other two, I feel like my Starfrost pick, just like I said, I was kind of on the fence about it. I felt like that was a foolish pick of mine. I'm just gonna come right out and say it right here, even before editing. It was a mistake. I kind of actually like all those choices. I myself am a Toon Faithful, so I believe that card is too damn cheap. I believe when I bought the secrets, when that was the highest rarity, they were even more than what the alties are right now. So that's a great pick.
Secrets peaked at around 90. May have been 100, but I remember seeing them for 90s minimum back in the hype.
Which one?
Right.
Toon Kingdom.
Okay, yeah.
They were just so expensive, and it was just a secret. So I mean, this deck gets support every 3, 4, 5 years, maybe. So you have I think you have time to buy them. They're not going to be low forever like that. So, but I love that pick. I agree with Perlinos. That's a great choice as well. That I actually didn't think about that one with the Starfrost shit.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, absolutely. Honestly, I like them all. They're really solid choices for solid picks. Yours are a little wacky, but like, you know, you're not a pro, so.
I'm rising through the ranks. We getting there. All right. What about you, Saki? Any quick little agreements or disagreements?
We don't even have to thrash that Starfrost one.
Yeah,
we can thrash it. Yeah,
just tell
him he's a fucking stupid ass.
Okay, I'll say one thing about his Starfrost pick. I think the big thing is that this card was 6, then 8, then 10, then 12. Like, we had so many months of picking this card up. Like, picking it up at the last minute. You're basically picking up at one of the last minutes here. It's like, dude, if you want the card, we had 6 months. We knew it was lore. They printed this on every field.
That shit was $7.
For some reason, every field spell that came out after this just had Visa Starfrost. I don't know why. Like, it was actually getting really ridiculous. As for triple thrust, now the reason I'm going to disagree with this is because we got Photon Hypernova, right? The reprints are going up to Darkwing Blast for the tins, right? Almost always for these core sets, they will wait until the tins, right, of next year. So we're in 2023, 2024 tins, right? For reprints of Photon Hypernova. Triple thrust is seeing a lot of meta relevant play. It's got a lot of tops. The card right now, it's not. I'm not gonna say if you don't want to buy it, you don't want to buy it. But I could see this card. Maybe it hovers lower 60s, could go up to 80s. Right? I've seen it bounce around, but this card is very safe. The only way, and this is gonna be very hard to. I don't really see it often. Is that if Konami just pulls a Warren Enchantress here out of their ass, and they're like, "Oh, we released this 4 or 5 months ago. Let's make it a fucking ulti." Right? I guess Hey, if it happens, bro, you gotta say I told you so to me, all right?
And that's a privilege.
Yeah, exactly. So for yours, I will say sell Regulus. I think with Regulus here, I definitely agree. I would monitor the next week or two though. Because they're 50 right now. I think they could go to 60, 65 with hype maybe, but at the same time, maybe people finally start calming down and they go back down to 40s, right? I agree with it. I just want to to give that little note. Excel Synchron. I knew about the combos and all that before. I got mine at 13s. It's
Smart,
more
man.
of a because you're in the know before they go up to these crazy price points. Instead of saying, "Hey, can they go even crazier?" You already got it right. That's the position I like putting people in, right? So I would more so be like, you should have got these at 13, because we knew what these were doing. We knew with the cards that were announced, all of that. For Baron right now, so I double checked. Currently the mazes are 48.50. The OGs are 58.60. This card will get a reprint again eventually, but Right now, if you have the maze, I would sell it and just upgrade to an OG. Spend the extra $5-10 because if this card gets a reprint or even like say 2 more reprints, right? Let's say it gets Prismatic Secret and then like I don't know, a super, right? Something random, right? Well, the Ultra reprint, yeah, that's gonna be some money. It might be say 15-20 bucks, but the OGs can hold 40s, 50s, right? Because it's an OG, but definitely agree a lot with it there. I was about to look through mine. That was crazy. I think Jay is almost spot on completely with the Cell Ultra Zeus's. Completely agree. The buy drone lock. It's good to buy drone lock. The only note I can really give here is I told people to get it at $1. And I'm going to explain this very, very quickly with hand traps. All right. The golden rule with hand traps is to pick up as many as you can when the card is seeing very little to no play. Because hand traps, whenever they're not seeing play, they go extremely further down. When they start seeing play, they just explode, right? So I told people get rares at $1. I mean, Jay got rares at $1, so he was already on the same
a lot of us did.
So
I'm speaking to you, Brendan, who didn't fucking buy Drolls at $1 at the OTS championships when they were right there. When I bought 24 of them things and told him now's the time to buy your playset, and he chose not to, and now he keeps trying to get Drolls off me. And you can go fuck yourself, Brendan.
Hey, you know, it's
what an
okay.
idiot, right?
Hey, Brendan, I feel bad too. Look, I think I only have like 143. That might be the correct number.
Holy, yeah, that's smart bet. We should.
I had more, but I didn't want to hold too many.
That's
what about you, Jay?
Yeah. That's the one that I was talking about. It's the rare. I got like 50 copies at least. Yeah, Billy's, man. I'm like one Billy.
Oh
man,
no. I mean, like, what about
No. But I wanted to,
but
I wanted to insert, just to answer him because he mentioned it, and I wanted to clear up that it was the Tama rare. But yeah, I mean, going through these again, triple thrust. Like Saki said, I mean, I wouldn't really sell those right now, because you either gonna see this in the March reprint set, but most likely really in the tins. The March reprint set of next year would be the soonest, but I doubt it even then. But who knows with Konami? So I would really, I wouldn't sell those. Starfrost, same deal. I think they're already like just too up there right now. And we had plenty of opportunities to snipe those. If you really need it. Again, if you're gonna get value from
Al Galoni one more time.
I mean, if you're going to get value from your deck and you're going to be going to regionals and YCSs, then I'm of the mindset just pay whatever. I mean, you're going to get value regardless. But if you're going to like invest into it, I wouldn't be really investing into those right now. But cash cards, it's a little bit of a gamble, but I could see it where like maybe it doesn't get the hits that people think it might. And,
it won't.
Exactly. So then it would, that those might spike up, right after a ban list or whatever. So that's not bad. With regards to regulars, I would do the same thing. I wouldn't hold on to those bags, those 50 Billy bags right now. No. Maybe, and if it gets no, I don't want to be that guy. So I'd be getting rid of those. Axel Synchrons is the same deal. I mean, we had plenty of opportunities like Saki where he got his at 13s and then 17s and then in the 20 Billy range. So I mean, again, if you really need it, you're going to be competitive, you're going to get value out of your deck, I would get it as well. But as an investment, I mean, who knows, right? It might keep pumping up, the demand come in, the supply is low, so it'd be a bit of a gamble per se. So it really depends on that one. And then Barone, yeah, I agree with Saki in the sense that he mentioned that this will get a reprint down the line.
I said that.
No. I mean the reprint part where like it'll get reprinted, sooner rather than later, I would say, but you don't know really when. So, I would hold on to them though, like you correctly said, for the short term. Yes, I would hold on to these, but if I would have a long term play for these, I would think about it if I'm not like using them and things of that nature. But I do think they'll bump up with the demand now into the next format. So who am I missing here with Saki himself? Paralinos again. I discussed that on my channel as well about holding those because of the Starfrost text that I just noticed while recording that video. And then OT Kingdoms. Like I said, I talked about that same exact card in the first episode. I have my stack ready. I love those. So much value there. And then the Sprite cards. I agree with that one as well. They'll probably get a couple of hits here and there. You don't want to be caught holding them bags down. So yeah, I agree with most of you guys.
I honestly can't leave my boy Dylan out here getting scraped up like that for too long.
Roasted.
So yeah, he is getting roasted right over here. So, but I do feel his intent, his instinct to Konami is very particular with their dialogue, especially to us. And they did say thrust into the new OTS with new ultis such as Brandon Fusion. So for them to put an ulti thrust, and as Saki had said earlier, they are not prone to putting an OTS ulti for something that just got printed or is fairly new, because they did it with Enchantress. You know what I'm saying? They've done it with other printings. So I do agree that if you are afraid of it, you can sell it. But I'm going to compare it quickly to Triple Tactics Talent. There is a higher rarity, whereas there is a Starlight, and then there is a Secret, which is like the, I guess, mid rarity, but it's the higher rarity for peasants. So at that point in time, that didn't really tank too much. It went from like 80 on release, maybe it touched 100 and some, but then it's like cooling out at like I think $60 right now, somewhere between 50 and 60. So that's still not a bad L. You know what I'm saying? That shit could have really tanked down with the ultra reprints coming around like twice. It got reprinted as an ultra twice. So it still will retain its value with an ulti printing. So I'm not too upset that he threw that out. That's just smart instincts, but I agree. I would hold on to him just because you're not going to lose that much of a bag. It is a powerful card. If you're competitive and you're in the format, you want to keep it. Buying Starfrost, L. We just know that's an L for Dylan. Bum, bum, ba, bum.
I didn't say buy Starfrost.
It literally says buy Starfrost.
Did I put buy Starfrost?
You did put buy Starfrost.
Am I a towel?
You're a towel. You can scroll up though. It's all right. Yu-Gi-Oh players don't read. This is another example, folks. But cash cards, cash cards are a good hold. I feel as though that is something that we as players are just gonna already accept. Like our deck is gonna get a slap on the wrist. There's no reason to panic sell. Hold on to that shit. Take that shit on the chin like a man. Going into Saki's picks, selling Sprite cards, I agree. If it's not an ulti, I would let go of it. They didn't announce that they're doing Pod in the Megatins, but that doesn't mean it's not going to get reprinted in reprint season. We still have a March reprint. We still have Battles of the Legend. We still have, they could be announced in the Megatins because they always put that stupid ass and more. But you never know. They could do it. But if you're afraid, if you're not playing the deck, sell it. If you are playing the deck, I would hold on to it, but not for very much longer. Probably go find something else and cash in while you can. Buying Ulti Kingdoms. I personally don't really give a fuck about them. It's not a Magic relevant card. It might be for a collector's card, and I agree. If anything, I have intent for them to go up because I made a bet with Brad. Shout outs to Brad, plays games on Twitch. He's actually our new Twitch affiliate for the podcast. But he and I have a bet where I told him that Ulti Toon Kingdoms would surpass Ulti Super Polys within that same set. And over time, because I thought that the collector cards would be, I don't know, that would just be worth more for the same reason that niggas was buying $50 fucking rares. They're gonna definitely spend 50 to or 80 to 100 on ultis. But all right, it is what it is. I really don't personally care. Holding Perlerinos, that's a spicy one. I'm with that. He's absolutely right. You're still gonna search visas. If you already held it, you weren't in the format. Like that's a good one. I like that. That's spicy. And I also like the selling of Ultra Zeus. We're about to get. I'd actually add on, if I'm adding on to that, I'd sell your secrets too. Sell your secrets and your ultras. It's confirmed as a secret in the new Battles of Legends, so you need to get rid of them shits now. But while there's still value and hyped up to it, buying Drolls. We're going into a format where Drolls about to be prevalent. Yes, if you already bought your higher rarity Drolls, you got the ultis, you got the ultras, the first eds. You know what I'm saying? You're good. But the rares are also still a good pickup. Even at $3 or $4, I still think it's a good pickup. Before we had the gold rare printing of it, those shits were still $10 to $15 for the core set rare that came out. I don't remember the core set off the top of my head, but yeah, like those can still reach money. So if you see a whole bunch of them are stocked, like I don't care what the number is, just tell them you're gonna buy them all. And holding Ulti Reaper, that's another good one. It's too low right now. I definitely wouldn't dump it off. Probably something closer to triple digits. I would even consider maybe, but these if Ulti Ghost Ogre is any indication of how the Ulti hand traps do in OTS packs, I'd hold on to them right now too. This is like the friend prices to get in at. So
question. I mean, while we're at it, can we sneak in the bucks from bulk? We're already here.
Yeah. All right. You know what? Fuck it. If you guys got 3 minutes each,
All right, tuning. I'm gonna just keep it simple, brief. I believe that's the Bucks from bulk. You know, it came out as rares, there's supers, there's ultras, but there's commons. So with the synchro support coming out, you know, you guys mentioned Axel Synchron, and you know that's coming down the line. Synchro decks are gonna be the thing. So you need their Rhoda, man, and they dump a card from the deck. That's the card to go to. If you have tunings lying around, they're already starting to go up here and there. Make sure you got, you know, you pull that out, put it in the binder, and get ready to sell that, you know, a couple of weeks or a couple of months from now.
I know I can agree with that. Tuning's going to be really nice. Like I said, we're in that synchro wave. Me and Dylan were talking about it last episode, I think. What about you, Saki?
Yep.
Right, so I'll go through this really quick. So, long story short, as a vendor, I go through people's bulk a lot because they give it to me, right? There are cards that are worth money that people don't know are worth money. And I know what I keep seeing, the number one card by far is Monk of the Tenyi, commons
That's a money
and
card.
rares.
That's a dollar card.
The common, they'll either $1 something to $2, and the rares are usually around $2, right? If good condition. They did hit up threes at one point when the supers were 5 to 6. If you have that card in bulk, go ahead and sell it. It is worth something. People want those, right? Tennies are always. I think tennies have a lot of staying power, and if tennies have a lot of staying power, Monk of the Tenny is going to have a lot of staying power. In fact, I think supers at $3 actually a really good pick. But we're not going to digress too much. The second card I see in a lot of people's bulk, and I don't really blame them for this one, is actually Live Twin Key Sakil. That is the pink one. I know one of
It's
you
the
all
pink
is going
one.
to
I was
Google
just
it.
about
I'm
to look
saving
it
you the
up.
time. It is the pink one.
Guilty. I don't know what
Wait,
any
is
of
it
that
the
archive does.
adult pink
Now-
one or is it the kid pink one?
FBI, open up!
So this is a card that is $1. It sells a lot for $1. I don't blame people because this card from Genesis Impact wasn't worth money for a very long time because there was just such an abundance, and now people actually want to play Live Twin. And Genesis Impact is actually kind of an old set. People are actually like ordering
Don't
these
look it up,
online and
Dylan.
all that. And you guys might be
love it.
wondering, yo, I play Live Twin. Kiss the pink one is you want to open up the blue one more than the pink one. Why is the pink one worth more money? And to that, I say, I don't know. I genuinely
Redheads.
can't comprehend it. I know the blue one's better, but
Pink-
for some reason, the pink
pink
one
waifus,
sells
bro.
at $1 that is worth more. Maybe it was short print. I don't know, bro. I
it's a
don't know.
thing.
Maybe someone's playing Splatoon. I don't get it. But
Yeah, I agree.
yeah, that's all I got
I
to
don't
say.
know why people do gravitate towards that. I was seeing Dylan's head like turning as to whether it was the small one or the big one, and he still doesn't know.
I would assume it's the small one.
It is the small one, but you're assuming.
If I was putting my money where my, mouth is.
I love you, Galoni. No, I agree. If I had a couple picks, I agreed. It's actually one of my picks were one of Jay's picks for his 3 and 3, which was the Drone Lockbirds from Tactical Masters. Those rares are just solid picks. They're eventually going to be a $5 to $10 card. If you wanted a good comparison, look at Toon Chaos Gammas, which came as rares and are still like $5 to $7 right now. Another one would be easy money. Planet Pathfinder from Mago Gold, or if you have any of the comments, I think that those are going to be good ones that are in an upcoming format. A lot of them are like field based, even like cash players are trying to adapt for if any of the cards get hit. We need more consistency cards. Cards like Planet Pathfinder will be able to be played. You normal summon it, tribute it, it clears itself off, it finds a field spell, you activate the field spell, search whatever cards you need, play off from there. So just be wary of it. It might be a couple bucks down later down the road. Where Art Thou? People from Pearly are playing it to search cards like Droll and Lockbird. Crow, Effect Veiler, at the cost of 2,000 life points, you can just add a level 1 from your deck to your hand. All of the little monsters are level 1, so that's how you get to it. So you just normal summon, deck thin a little bit, and then search for whatever you want. So, and then the last one would be System Down. That's just my spicy little, like, if you want to go to locals, fuck around with tech card. Those might be seeing some wave. If you put those in your binder, I guarantee you start selling them, or at least moving them with the new Super Heavy Samurais coming out. Dylan, did you actually have a second? Did you write for this?
I don't think I have one. If I had to guess, like throwing one out from the book, what's that set that Exo Sisters came out in? Is that
Grand Creators? That's what it was.
I don't know if it's even too cheap at this point. The rare Solemn Strike. I don't know if that's too much of a penny stock at all. If that'll go up eventually, if purple cards come back. But I mean, I'm not a pro. I'm not even an amateur at this one. But that's what I would say.
I mean, strike is always a broken card going first, even, to side it in if we ever get to that. It's a trap, slow sometimes. But yeah, it's so good. So it's not bad. I could see that card at a Billy one day. So not bad at all.
Even over, I think it'd be more.
No, I mean that just barely. Yeah.
Solemn Judgment as a common was like $7. So I think even as a rare down the line somewhere, we could see the rares at some point, even like $3 or $4. That's realistic.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good one because it's multi-format. You can use it in Go Edison, now, before that, later, after, forever, But strikes, it really is like not that multi-format per se, So that's why I believe judgments are always going to retain more value. But yeah, still, strike is a good pick.
All right, guys, we're going to close off with, I think, my favorite segment, which is the People's Choices questions. So we have a collaboration of chats that I reach out to. So actually, shout out to Heart of the Podcast as well. I was talking to Joseph, and he actually was jealous because he has a moderator status in our Discord, which is plugged in the description down below. You guys can join up. And he saw that you and Jay were in here, and he hit the group chat saying, "Wow, X is so low key. He doesn't think that he can share his information about his guests with us anymore." So he kind of felt some kind of way. So we also throw out people's choice questions, and this one comes to us from one of our group chats, and it is: ask if they'd rather have finger-sized legs or leg-sized fingers. Would you rather have finger-sized legs or leg-sized fingers?
Jesus, wow. Leg-sized fingers, I guess. Yeah, but imagine just being half of your body.
Imagine grabbing things with
finger
fingers.
Didn't go hard. Oh, easily I would have finger-sized
All right,
legs.
what about you, Saki?
You do way more with your hands than your legs, right? Like the computer, listening cards, playing the game, right? Imagine holding your hand with legs. It's not gonna work, right? And as much as I hate to say it, at that point, if you don't have legs, right? You just cut them off, right? And you're just done, right? You're just done.
You know what?
Okay?
You're right. I didn't even think of the shoe bill. I just didn't think of it.
And I will add one more thing. I will actually.
You know how many Jordans I gotta get, nigga? That's it.
I would not cut them off.
You know how many child support that is?
I could be like one of those freaks that get like a lot of money. Like that sounds really bad when I say it, right? But when people have like a huge abnormality like that, I mean, you've never even heard of this. This is why it's a hypothetical question. I don't know if this exists, right? I mean, think about it. You'll be famous just because of that. And I don't know if you have a personality. You can start a podcast.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, you can start a podcast.
I don't think that's something I want to be famous for.
I mean, what do you call those things?
What about you, Jay?
Like implants or
what would you
arms
rather?
and legs or something? Man, I would just be thinking about those, honestly. I would keep my legs, then have, what was that? Hands, finger, legs, arm, whatever.
So would you rather have finger-sized legs?
I think
or leg-sized
like finger-sized legs, and then just add some implants, robotic legs to it, or something, and just go that route. I don't know, man. I guess, man. If I'd had to,
you just have stubs for legs, just walking around.
All right, let's rephrase this.
You literally look like an Among Us character.
And no legs.
Oh
no
man,
legs.
I tried. I still stick with you. Yeah. Yeah,
was that Dave? Did Dave?
Nah, you gotta be out here running 0.2 miles an hour.
Yeah, I need my
That
hands.
speed. Yeah, that was a Feltoni one. I love Feltoni questions. If I'm gonna answer it though, I agree with the finger-sized legs, just because.
You're right, bro. You
I
could
would
just
love
get
to
a hover
run
around and
around
just
here like an Among
fucking.
Us
You can go
character and
anywhere
start
you want to
vecting through
go.
life. I think that'd be cool.
Right,
You'd be cool.
Right.
You'd be
We need our
chilling.
hands to play Yu-Gi-Oh.
We just said that there were no like attachments and shit. So you have to literally
You need your hands to
hop
play
your
Yu-Gi-Oh,
way
you know what I mean?
across
Yeah, I was
the
about to say you guys
That's
are juju
priorities.
lists.
Your priorities, right?
Yeah, exactly. if anything, I'm just now 3 foot. so I can just get to places that most people can't. So I'm good.
And
So,
with that,
but, all right,
guys,
don't take us out.
Jesus,
Wow,
we are
that
out
was
of
the
life
question we
points.
left off. I was waiting like, wow, I can't hear about the next one. Like,
I know. I thought there was more too. I
Yeah.
thought there was.
Hold on. You want
Alright,
another
give-
one?
give-
You
give
know
me
what?
one.
You
Let
know
me
what?
answer first
We can do another one. We can do one more. Hold on. Let me see if I can find one.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
He's already
Jeez,
laughing. Yo, that's
already,
the one I
man.
want.
Man.
All right. Well,
Crib.
the question was, where were you on 9/11?
I guess I'll start this one off.
That's why I laughed.
Oh, I could have answered
All right, so
that.
no. Here, I have one. This one comes to us from Ian Fitzpatrick. No. That was gonna get a little too dark. So we have Ian Fitzpatrick, and he had asked if you were in a fight to the death.
Okay.
So that means, nigga, you fighting for your life. Would you rather fight a horse-sized swan or
Hold
a
on. So
dozen
a horse
swan-sized
sized
horses?
swan.
No, the
One
swan,
one
the size
swan
of
the
a
size of
that
a
one.
swan.
First one. The first
Yes,
one.
one size. Oh, one swan.
What's he gonna do? Peck me to death?
Yes,
Fuck
one
no.
swan the size of a
Yes.
horse. Yes.
Yes, you will.
Nigga,
No, yeah,
he's big as
okay, he
fuck.
could box
Yes.
me, but I
You
could
know
break
how
his neck. I mean, his
aggressive
neck's still thin,
fucking
right?
swans are?
All right. Well,
Bro, I
The
could
real
just Dark
question
Soul
is-
roll that across the floor,
Nah,
bro.
he's
I
gonna
mean, if
poke
there's
your shit up.
100, I'm not iframing that.
You're telling me the reaction speed of a fucking. Sorry, you're telling me the reaction speed of a swan
I'm
is
trying to
not
ask,
going to
but like, what's
break
the
your
attack
bone
and
on
defense?
impact? You know how
Yeah, I
big
was
that
gonna
beast is
know
gonna
this.
be? How fast it's gonna be coming at you?
I mean, how are you gonna fight 100 off? You're just gonna like, it's like getting. Okay, for the second one, you're getting overwhelmed like it's zombie.
Well, he raised his
No, it's
special
only
attack,
10,
so.
right?
Oh.
Oh, it's a dozen.
Yeah.
Question:
but
Do those
no, it's a
horses
dozen
bite?
a dozen swan-sized horses.
Do they bite? Do they bite though?
Those horses will be, let's just say, mini
Actually-
ponies, like this, the miniature ponies. Yes,
So-
of course they
Okay,
bite. They
okay,
bite,
okay.
they
I'm thinking
stamp,
I could at least
they'll
judo
turn around
chop
and kick
3
you
of
with the
them
fucking
before they
back of their
get near
heel,
me.
all that shit.
Right? Drop kick the other 2. Then it's
Yeah,
1 on
but a
5
dozen
at this
of 'em?
point, if my math's correct. We got ourselves a fight. I'm
Okay,
taking the dozen.
I got a question for that question. Okay.
I'm out of breath
cool.
at the
First off,
second
Dylan's
one,
done
bro.
by
Let's
the
get it
fucking
real.
horse.
All right, so here's my question. Okay, do I have my piece on me? Yes or no? Okay, because I was thinking if I had the piece, I mean, I could
Nothing.
sell
Bare-
those
bare
miniature
hands.
ponies, right?
You gotta fist fight this nigga. I mean, with a piece, anyone can do anything. We'd be having a giant swan for dinner, so with a piece.
I just feel
But
like
you
I
gotta
would get
bare hands.
tired by, like,
We're
the
talking
first
about
horse.
man versus wild. And the swan can fly. The swan can
Yeah,
fly.
I'm not
Just
fucking
so
with
that
the
way you guys
giant
know.
one, man.
This bird is a giant horse that can fly. It's like a Pegasus.
I'll fight
that's
the
coming out
Pegasus.
here poking
I mean,
at you.
think about like this.
That's-
Imagine dying
That's what
from
I'm
a
saying.
fucking
That's one
pony.
big, but it's only
At
one of
least I
them.
died from some, yeah, from, like a swan-like horse.
No, but it's a swan though. But it's a swan. I think that affects your
Yeah,
your
but imagine if I
reputation a little
came
bit
in
more.
wide-
Like, damn, Sakaroso got took
Imagine
out
if
by
I
a
came in
fucking
wide that
swan. He over here got birds doing him in right
Bro,
there.
They're wearing like little
For
flag
one
hats.
reason, M Pen just took his ass out. What?
You know,
Also, Swan Brave Little
Sasaki
Rabina
they have
comes
to ban
flying in.
M-Pen in honor.
Recruiting him for the fucking team. And then what about? So we have yours. So you said you're fucking.
They could try and go
Dylan's
flying
fucking with
V.
the
They could try their
dozen
flying V
little
on
fucking
me, bro.
horses. He's gonna be done by the third one. He's gonna be horse chow. Sakurasu sticking to fighting the big ass swan. I agree with fighting the big ass swan. We're just gonna have to fucking knuckle up. 12 horses is too many. If it was like maybe like a half dozen, I
Yeah,
can maybe
let's leave
fight
it
my
at
way
2
through.
too.
Like,
Let's
bunch
leave
of
it
them,
at a
but
tie.
Yeah,
You
12's
know,
too
I'm a
many. But
boy.
what about you, Jack?
Yeah. No, exactly.
Nah. We are at one.
Exactly.
We're at one. We're at
So I'm
one.
gonna go with him.
We're 2-1.
Yeah.
He said horses.
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm saying.
said,
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
So what, you're gonna
Of
tie?
course, of
Oh,
course.
so we're
You
leaving
good,
it
you
at a tie.
good. But
Sorry.
yeah,
Naturally.
I'm
let
high.
me
You
get
gotta
at
remember.
all them horses, man. Let's get it. Let's do this.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Naturally.
Realistically,
Yo, y'all really about to fight? Yeah, but he's
There we
more
go,
fit.
man. We'll get him. We'll
See,
get
what
those
people don't know is
horses,
they can't
man.
see Jay.
Let's
Jay's
get it,
actually,
man. I'm ready.
Hypotheticals are crazy.
I'm ready.
he could take on a couple of them. He might bring a couple back.
There we go. Right?
might-
yeah, we convinced
might be
him
like,
to come
yo,
back home.
daughter,
bro.
I
Yeah,
got
man.
some-
I'll
a
have
pony
I'll
for
have
you.
those
I got some
motherfuckers look like
horses for you.
Daffy Duck
He
with
might
the
tame a
bomb
bunch
just
of 'em.
going off. Their beak will be right behind their
Nah,
fucking
over.
head, bro.
No. First off, those horses gonna chop your fucking face off. They're gonna tar kick heel you in the fucking groin. It's over. He's literally done by the 5th. See, you heard that? More people agreeing.
Here
with
it
you,
comes,
Dylan.
baby.
There's your ego.
All right, guys, another great episode. But with that, I think we're running right out of light points. Always appreciate it, guys. I think this was a great episode.
Yeah, just one more time before we close out. Another shout out to our sponsor, Unplugged. A shameless plug there. He's out in Manlius, New York. Again, Saturday, May 20th, we'll be hosting a 3v3 at Manlius, New York. $20 a person, $60 for the team. Case of Cyberstorm Access is up for grabs, so make sure you come out. And one last time, follow the fucking Twitter. Once again, Homelander here telling you, you don't got a fucking choice now. Follow that goddamn Twitter at Semi-Limited Podcast, and it's also available down in the description below where you'll find all of our guest plugs as well. Just go down there, click follow, share, yada yada. You guys know the vibes. You guys know the whole spiel.
I'm sick of mentioning Twitter, please.
It's been like fucking 6 episodes, goddammit. Please, could you help us, please? I'm so sorry. Just follow the Twitter.
Get us. Oh God, we don't even post that much.
But without any further ado, I am Player X,
And I'm the Eagle Lone Wolf.
and we are a Semi-Limited Podcast.
Wow, 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 wow.